Let us continue carbon family elements. In the carbon family elements, what are the elements are there that we will discuss? Carbon, next silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Carbon family elements is set. Let us see their electronic configuration. Carbon electronic configuration is helium 2s2 2p2. Silicon neon 3s2 3p2. Germanium argon 4s2 4p2. This in the germanium we have written argon 4s2 4p2. Whether it is correct or wrong, let us check. Now we will say atomic numbers. Carbon atomic number 6. To that add 8, we will get silicon 14. To that what you have to add means 18 you have to add. Why? Because before germanium, gallium is their third group. Before gallium, transition elements, D block elements, 3D series 10 elements present. Therefore, we have to add 18 into this. So we are getting 32. 32 is the atomic number. Argon atomic number is 18. This 4s2 4p2. Totally how much? 22. Remaining 10. That 10 is what? 3D10. Therefore, here 3D10 is there. Because 3D series is present. Therefore, 3D10 we have tried. 3D10, 4s2, 4p2 is the electronic configuration. In the p block elements, in the group electronic configuration, we cannot write same from top to bottom. Like this change will be there. First two elements same. Next element and the next element. This first two elements, third and fourth element will have ditto. Fifth element will vary. Now for this krypton 4d10, 5s2, 5p2. Like that we can say. Now for lead, xenon 4 of 14 will come. Here difference is there 4 of 14. 4 of series is there here. 4 of 14, 5d10, 6s2, 6p2. Like this will come for lead. So this is the electronic configuration for this group elements. Now we will see how the atomic radius will be there. What do you think about atomic radius? Do you think that atomic radius increases down the group? What happens to the atomic radius, do you think? Will it increase or will it decrease? Or any change will be there? What do you say? Like boron family elements. In the boron family elements, from aluminum to gallium, we have seen some difference in atomic radius. Like that, do you feel here? Atomic radius, sir, we will check it that. Now, we will say the atomic radius of these elements. Carbon covalent radius is 77 picometer. For carbon, covalent radius is 77 picometer. For silicon, covalent radius is 118 picometer. Silicon 118. Gallium, that means germanium 122. Germanium 122. Tin 140. Tin 140. Lead 146. So atomic radius is like this is there. That means it is given in terms of covalent radius. Covalent radius is like this is there. So from carbon to silicon increases everything. That means down the group atomic radius increases. Okay. But in boron family, aluminum to gallium atomic radius decreases. Like this exceptional behavior is not there here. Atomic radius is goes on rising. So in the rising atomic radius, is there any variation? Is there any variation that you see? From carbon to silicon, you see how much atomic radius increases, you see. Silicon to germanium, you see how much atomic radius is increasing. Next, germanium to tin. Tin to lead, you see how much increasing, you see. So down the group atomic radius increases, no doubt, but silicon to germanium increase is just 4. Very less amount increasing because of this 3d10. Tin to lead increases less amount because of 4f14 cell. So in the atomic radius, down the group increases, but in the increase, some difference is there. How that difference? In the sense, from silicon to germanium, slight increase. From tin to lead, slight increase. In germanium, 3d10 is the reason. In lead, 4f14 is the reason. So, next we will see ionic radius. In order to see ionic radius, it will show which oxidation numbers, that we should know it. So, now we will see the oxidation numbers, which oxidation numbers they will show. Now we will take lead. For this lead, the valency shell configuration is 6s to 6p2. It is a valency shell configuration. In the 6s2, 6s contains 2 electrons, 6p contains 2 electrons. Therefore, in the ground state, lead is having 2 unpaired electrons. In the ground state, lead is having 2 unpaired electrons, we can say. These 2 unpaired electrons involved in chemical reaction, means then lead can show +2 oxidation state. +2 is called a plumbus. Lead is a plumbum. Lead is plumbum. From this you take plumb, and lead is a plumbum is the Latin word. From that you are taking plumb and you are including OUS, plumbus. Or we can say this another name, lead. Oxidation number you can write it as Roman letter 2, lead 2, like that also you can say. Now we will go for excited state. Now we are considering excited state. Excited state means the 6s electron goes to 6p. That means 6s becomes unpairing. 6s is getting unpairing by shifting one electron to 6p. So now in the excited state, 4 unpaired electrons are there. These 4 unpaired electrons involve in chemical reaction with a high electron negative atom and gives a Pb4+. Now you take plumb word you take and include ic, plumbic you say. This another name is what? Means Pb name is lead, and that oxidation number is +4, that you give as Roman letter 4, lead 4, like that you can say. So lower oxidation number means us we have to say, higher oxidation number means ic we have to say. Okay. So lead can show +2 and +4 in the same way. Tin shows what oxidation numbers means +2 and +4 we can say. +2 is called stannous, +4 is called stannic. So tin is showing +2 and +4. For tin, the Latin word is stannum. So for this, how to say the name, we will see. Stannum you take STANN you take. So we can say stannous, as you have included. Here stan you take, ic you include it, stannic. Another name is tin, Roman letter 2 you say, tin 2 we can say. Oxidation number we are saying as 2. This another name is tin +4 we can say as Roman letter 4, tin 4, like this we can say. Like that only germanium shows +2 and +4. Germanium shows +2 and +4 we can say. Silicon is showing +2 in this compound. In this compound silicon is showing +2, but it is stable only at very high temperature. Therefore this oxidation state is highly unstable. So mainly it shows SiO2. Here oxidation number is +4. Carbon is not at all showing +2. It shows, but it shows +4. Carbon is not at all showing +2, not showing +2. Okay, not showing +2. Here also it is very highly unstable, highly unstable. Germanium shows +2 as well as +4, which is having higher stability, means +4. Tin is showing +2 and +4, which is having higher stability, means +4. In lead, for which stability is more, means +2 stability is more, +4 stability is less. For lead, +2 stability is more, +4 stability is less. Why? Because this 4f14 shows a very poor screening effect. Because of very poor screening effect, this nucleus is showing higher attraction with 6s. Therefore, this nucleus is not allowing 6s electrons to unpair. This nucleus is not allowing 6s electrons to go for unpairing. Therefore, +4 stability is less when compared to +2 stability. So from this we cannot say that lead is not showing +4. Now you see lead oxides, you see in the ores, if you see Pb3O4 is existing. Pb3O4 is a oxide. It is what oxide? Means mixed oxide. In that mixed oxide, one is there. What is that? Means PbO is there. PbO is called plumbous oxide. Why plumbous? Because Pb is +2. And PbO2 is there. PbO2 is called a plumbic oxide. Plumbic oxide. Plumbic because +4. See, +4 is existing. Naturally, it is existing. Okay, Pb3O4 naturally existing. Therefore, Pb4 plus is having less stability. Therefore, it is not existing. Like that, don't think it. +4 is existing, +2 also existing. But if we compare the stability of these two, this has more than this one. That is the meaning. Okay, sir. So +2 stability is more than +4 stability because of 4f14. That means because of 4f14, the 6s electrons is reluctant to go for unpairing. This effect we are saying as inert pair effect we are saying. So because of inert pair effect, +2 stability is more than +4 stability. Down the group, what happens to the inert pair effect? Means here only +2 stability is more, but in rest +4 stability is more. Therefore, down the group, if we see inert pair effect tendency increases. Therefore, +2 stability increases, but +4 stability decreases. Like that we can say. Down the group, inert pair effect tendency increasing. Therefore, +2 stability increases, but +4 stability decreases. Like that we can say. Sir, now regarding carbon, carbon can show what are the oxidation states. Carbon shows +4, in that there is no doubt. For that, what is the example? In the sense, carbon dioxide, carbon tetrachloride. In all this, carbon shows +4. Carbon is not showing +2, we said. No, it is showing +2. Now take carbon monoxide. In the carbon monoxide, carbon is +2 only. So, but in most of the compounds, if you see, carbon shows +4. Sir, even +2 also carbon is shown. We have said here, carbon monoxide. Okay. Next, carbon shows some other oxidation numbers also. What is that means? Now you see, in this one, carbon oxidation number is -1. It is called acetylide. Acetylide. Here carbon is showing -1 oxidation number. Now you see this compound. You see this compound. This is called propanide. This is called propanide. Here carbon oxidation number is -3. Here carbon oxidation number is -1. Here you see Al4C3 cross multiply, you will get Al3 plus and C4 minus. Here carbon oxidation number is 4 minus. So carbon shows variable oxidation numbers. Set. Now general oxidation numbers means what? In the sense +2 and +4. General oxidation numbers is +2 and +4. Down the group, how the stability of +2 and +4 like this is there, that we have discussed. Set. So anyhow, carbon shows which oxidation numbers that we have discussed. Next we will see ionic radius, we will see. ionic radius of these. Okay. Now we will take which one in the sense plus 2 we will take. In plus 2, how the ionic radius will be there, that we will see in the plus 2 state. How the ionic radius will be there. Okay. For carbon, radius is not given. For silicon, radius is not given. Then for germanium, germanium radius is how much given, means 73 picometer. 73 picometer. Then for tin, how much, means 118. For tin, 118. For lead, how much, means 119. For lead, 119. Plus 2 radius. So down the group, if you see germanium to tin, tin to lead, radius increases. But tin to lead increase how much, you see? Very much less, because of 4 of 14 in the lead. Okay. Next we will see plus 4 state. Plus 4 state radius we will see. For carbon, the value is not given, because it is carbon value is not given because it is not forming C4 plus ion. Oxidation number, it shows plus 4 in carbon dioxide, but carbon dioxide is not ionic compound. Therefore, C4 plus the radius is not given. Next we will see silicon. For silicon, value is given 40. For germanium, 53. Germanium 53. For tin, 69. For tin, 69. For lead, 78. Okay. Now see the ionic radius, how it is there. Silicon to germanium increases, germanium to tin increases, tin to lead increase is less. It is going on increasing, but tin to lead increase is less when compared to the previous means year and year. Therefore, why? Because in the lead 4 of 14 is playing a role, because of 4 of 14. Now we will see the difference in each case, and we will see the year difference is 13. Year difference is how much, in the sense 9. Here we will see the difference. Here how much difference is there? See, that is this much. This much difference is there. This much difference. Year 17, year 16. Therefore, this much difference is there. So here difference is less because of 3D10 in germanium. Here difference is less because lead 4 of 14. Like that we can see. So we said about ionic radius. Next we will go for ionization energy. Now first ionization energy we will take. For carbon, first ionization energy is given 1086 kilojoule per mole. For silicon, 786. Silicon 786. Germanium 761. Then tin 708. 708. Lead is given 715. Sorry. How the first ionization energy is there, we will see. Here from carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, up to that decreases. Down the group, ionization energy decreases. Exceptional cases, tin to lead showing anomalous behavior. For lead, 4 of 14 is the reason. Then silicon to germanium, you see how much decreases, you see less amount decreases because 3D10 in germanium. Okay. Then second ionization energy will take. Second ionization energy for carbon is 2352, silicon 1577, germanium 1537, tin 1411, lead 1450. 1450. It is a second ionization energy. Second ionization energy goes on decreasing. Exceptional is what means tin to lead is a exception, increasing because of 4 of 14 in lead, and silicon to germanium decrease is less amount because in germanium 3D10 is the reason. Okay. Next, third ionization enthalpy will take. Third ionization enthalpy for carbon is 4620 kilojoule per mole. For silicon 3228. For germanium 3300. For tin 2942. For lead 3081. Now it is third ionization energy. Third ionization energy decreases where it shows anomalous behavior, means 10 to lead because in lead 4 of 14. Then silicon to germanium also shows anomalous behavior. Exceptional case, tin to silicon to germanium also, because in germanium 3d10 we can say. Next, I4 we will take, fourth ionization energy we will take. Fourth ionization energy for carbon 6220, for silicon 4354, for germanium 4409, for tin 3929, for lead 4082, 4082. Where exceptional case comes, we will see in the tin to lead exceptional case, because 4 of 14 in lead. Then silicon to germanium also exceptional case, because 4 of 3d10 in germanium. Okay, so in atomic radius exceptional case not there, but in ionization energy exceptional case is there. In I1 and I2 tin to lead exceptional case, I3 and I4 silicon to germanium and tin to lead exceptional case. Okay, next we will see electronegativity of this carbon family elements. We will see electronegativity means we will say down the group generally decreases. We will see generally down the group electronegativity decreases. Sorry, how it is there here we will see. Carbon is 2.5, carbon is 2.5, silicon is 1.8. Okay, decreases. Then we'll see germanium 1.8, tin 1.8, then lead how much means 1.9. See electronegativity how it is there. Carbon to silicon decreases, silicon germanium tin almost same, tin to lead 0.1 increases, tin to lead 0.1 increases because of 4 of 14. So electronegativity, we have to remember that carbon to silicon decreases, silicon to tin remains constant, tin to lead increases by 0.1, increases by 0.1. Okay, then we'll see density, we'll see density of these elements. We'll see density of carbon is 3.51 gram per cc, gram per cc. Then silicon will take 2.34, germanium 5.32, germanium is how much in the sense 5.32, tin 7.26, then lead 11.34. So how the density is there means like this is there. From silicon to